Naomi Wolf is calling for a boycott of Katy Perry's music. Which is very strange. It's a very awkward mix, right? But it turns out that Katy Perry has a new music video out for her song Part of Me. And in the music video, she dumps her boyfriend and she joins the Marines. And she goes through some serious, tough training. And she's singing about how she's so much stronger. And, you know, you're never going to break my soul. That's part of her music. And Naomi Wolf feels as though she is glorifying violence and glorifying the military. So she says, quote, "I really want to find out if she was paid by them for making it. It is truly shameful. I would suggest a boycott of the singer, whom I really liked, if you are as offended at this glorification of violence as I am."
You know, that's really interesting. Now, if Naomi Wolf's conspiracy theory is right, that she's getting paid, and by the way, it's not a wild conspiracy theory. I don't mean to put it down, because oftentimes in the movie business, they literally have deals with the U.S. military. If you see an aircraft carrier, a real aircraft carrier in a movie, that means they got permission from the Pentagon, as an example, right? Which means the Pentagon went through every word in that script and said, signed off on it, and if there was anything they didn't like, they took it out. And in fact, the Act of Valor movie just came out. It was done, it's basically a propaganda movie in favor of the U.S. military. So it's something to watch out for. She has a good point there. Now, if it's not true that Katy Perry got paid by the Marines and she just happened to write a song about the Marines, then Naomi Wolf has outlived me. Because I think it's fine to write a song about the Marines.
Look, and I agree with you, because if she wasn't paid, I see it as Katy Perry's way of like showing that she's strong, she doesn't need a man, she could enter something that is usually known as a masculine thing to do and be successful at it. So I was surprised at Wolf's stance on this. And I would think that as like a feminist activist, she would be more irritated with Katy Perry's lyrics. Because every song that Katy Perry sings is about how sexy she is and how like, you know, she basically sells sex in everything she does. Like that one song, Last Friday Night. It's last Friday night, we went streaking in the park, skinny dipping in the dark, then we had a menage a trois. Last Friday night, yeah, I think we broke the law. Always gonna say we're gonna stop. Oh, oh, oh.
Okay, well, who didn't enjoy that rendition?
So, but like that's just an example. Like she's always like, oh
I know,
yeah,
but, you
I'm
know,
having sex. Is this a hickey or a bruise? Like that's what she does, right? So as a feminist activist, I would be more irritated by that than of her portrayal as a strong woman in the Marines.
Right, well, you know, but feminists could argue that that's empowering, and she's owning up to her own sexuality and taking charge of it, et cetera, et cetera.
And there are waves of feminism, so I know that, and some feminists do see that as, you know, something that's empowering. I get that, but
my main question is, do they allow you in the Marines with blue hair?